Right, so Mark Gurman has spilled the beans regarding the rugged Apple Watch, telling us its name, the features, its price, and also other details. And so let's delve into it, but first, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours. And with that being said, let's just tuck in. So to begin with, there's been a ton of confusion regarding the naming for this product, because media has named this the Rugged Watch, but obviously that's not going to be the marketing name of this product. It's going to be something more fancy, and Gurman believes it could use the Pro branding. Now this makes complete sense because Apple has used the Pro branding for a plethora of products and to upsell consumers, and actually there's been evidence of Apple considering the Pro branding for the Apple Watch with an Apple Store demo unit in 2015, so yes, this would be the perfect name for the rugged watch. Since do remember, this is going to get a bigger display, it's going to have a design that of course is going to be inspired by the iPad Pros and the iPhone Pros with the flat sides. And so yes, I'm completely with Gurman here. I do think Apple Watch Pro is going to be the name. Now in terms of the features for this watch, Gurman does reiterate that yes, we're going to see a larger flat display on this that's going to be more shatter resistant, and so I'm assuming this is going to get the ceramic shore tech we see with the iPhone. And the bigger display is going to be 1.99 inches, so that should be a 47 or 48mm watch, and obviously the larger display is going to be able to fit more stats for those doing workouts with this watch. And yeah, Gurman does say that this is going to be for enhanced hiking and swim tracking and anyone who does extreme sports. And so for this specific use case, Apple is going to give us better battery life and also a tougher casing that's not going to be aluminium. And that does bring me on to the price, because Gurman believes this could be $899 or $999, so $1,000 for this watch. That is ludicrous, but I do think that means we're going to see titanium with this, which of course Apple already charges a whopping $799 for, so of course increasing the display and changing the design is obviously going to increase the price, and so I guess this makes sense. However, to be honest, I feel like this is completely out of reach for the target demographic, because I don't think athletes are going to be willing to spend $1,000 on this watch, especially when competition offers much cheaper products. And I guess professional athletes who are loaded can afford this, but that's a very niche market, and so yes, I'm not sure who's going to buy this watch. I mean, I can understand if this was $500 or $600, a small price hike over the regular watches, that's completely fine, but this is a massive markup. And yes, Gurman believes this is going to be a replacement for the Edition watches, but if this is going to be for extreme sports, I do think it should be less. And do remember that in the past, when Apple does overprice a product by a massive margin, the market does reject it. For example, the original HomePod failed. While it did have very good audio quality, it was just too expensive. And the same applies for the AirPods Max. And so here's hoping that Gurman is wrong about this, and Apple has learned their lesson with their other failures, and prices this Apple Watch at a more aggressive price. Anyways, much like the Series 8, we're getting the S8 chip in this, and also a temperature sensor. Anyways, Gurman ends the report by telling us the low power mode with Apple Watches is still in the works, and it's going to be exclusive to the newer models, which does kind of suck to be honest, because I'm sure there's no hardware limitation with the older watches that prevents them from getting it. And so yeah, this is simply being done to upsell you to the new models. Anyways, let's delve into your thoughts regarding these future watches. So James says, I really hope the 7 screen becomes the new SC and we get a 47mm flat-sided Series 8, maybe the rugged model will get a max 50mm model which gives us 41, 45, 47 and 50mm options. Now this I do agree with, because after hearing the price of the Pro, I do think Apple should bring the bigger size to the basic Series 8, something that us normies can actually afford, and I do very much hope that happens relatively soon. And yeah, the SE getting the Series 7 design would be great. I do think that way there would be a justification to get this over the SE1, but without that, there's really not much of an incentive. So James Apple says, Apple Watch Rugged Edition is going to be the Tom Cruise edition for doing all my Mission Impossible stunts. The low power mode on the Series 8 exclusive, I'm buying it on day one, the Rugged Watch Series 8, and I'm preparing my wallet for impact. And yes, you definitely need to prepare for it because $1,000 for your watch is still just ludicrous to me when, of course, you can get a complete iPhone or a Mac for that same price. And also, Apple Watches don't have great resale value, so yes, I'll be avoiding this. But I guess like James, if you're loaded and you can justify getting it for the upgrades, then yeah, I'm sure this is going to be a great watch. So Jay says he's going to keep a Series 7 and he has no plans to upgrade for the next 3 years. And yes, I'm basically in the same boat with my Series 6. I'm completely fine with it and I have no intentions to upgrade anytime soon because for me the watch has already peaked as a product. And to be honest, when I do eventually upgrade, I think I'm going to settle for a basic SE watch since I don't use the hold sensors, and while not having the always on display might suck, I would appreciate saving some cash, and I think I can live without it. So Randomness R says, I'll buy the rugged watch I'm assuming if it's 50mm, everything else he does not care about, they're all the same. And fair enough I guess, though I do wonder if you're willing to pay $1,000 just to get the biggest size possible because, while I of course would love to have a bigger Apple Watch, I can't justify paying that much. So Sweeler Max says, looking forward to the flat screen redesign, the current glass on the current watches is too reflective and blocks out complications along the edges. And yeah, that's a fair point I guess, but again, I'm just not a fan of Apple only giving us that flat design with the expensive rugged watch. I do very much hope that design comes down to the regular watches sometime soon. Anyways, that's it for the comments, but tell me in the comments below, can you justify buying the Apple Watch Pro for $1,000 or not? Anyways, thank you for watching guys, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours. Check out the video link above on details regarding the iPad 10, and on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya peeps!